the unseen advantage of silence. Have you ever wondered why some people command attention just by walking into a room? They're not louder, stronger, or even smarter, yet they dominate the space. Their secret lies in something most people overlook: the deliberate use of silence and unpredictability. In a world filled with constant noise, endless notifications, arguments on social media, people vying for attention, the rarest and most powerful tool is silence. When you combine that with the ability to keep people guessing, you create a psychological advantage so strong that it can change the trajectory of your personal and professional life. In this video, we'll break down how silence and unpredictability aren't just strategies, they're weapons. By mastering these tools, you'll gain control over interactions, build respect, and leave a lasting impact. Stay with me, because this is where everything changes. Section 1. The cost of being predictable. Predictability is comforting, for others, not for you. When you're predictable, you're easy to read, easy to manipulate, and easy to dismiss. Think about it. If someone can predict how you'll react in any situation, they can control you without you even realizing it. Here's a simple example. Have you ever been in an argument where the other person seemed to anticipate your every move? It's frustrating, isn't it? That's the danger of being predictable. In relationships, predictability often leads to complacency. Partners stop trying, conversations lose their spark, and the relationship becomes routine. In the workplace, predictability makes you replaceable. If your boss knows exactly how you think and act, why would they value your input over someone else's? To break free from this trap, you must embrace unpredictability. Stop reacting out of habit. Pause, think, and then do the unexpected. This doesn't mean being chaotic or reckless. It means being deliberate and strategic. Let others think they've figured you out, then show them they haven't. Section 2. Silence. The ultimate tool of power. Silence isn't just about keeping quiet, it's about what you're saying without words. Silence communicates confidence, control, and focus. It's a way of saying, I don't need to explain myself to you. Here's why silence is so powerful. It shifts the balance of power. Silence forces others to fill the void. In negotiations, arguments, or any form of conflict, the one who speaks less often controls the outcome. It creates mystery. People are naturally curious. When you're silent, they project their own assumptions onto you. This makes you unpredictable and harder to pin down. It demonstrates emotional control. Silence in tense situations shows that you're not ruled by your emotions. This alone can command respect. Think about the last time someone stayed silent when you expected a reaction. How did it make you feel? Likely uncomfortable, intrigued, or even intimidated. That's the power of silence. Section 3. The noise of modern culture. Today, silence is a rare commodity. The world is louder than ever, with everyone shouting to be heard. Social media thrives on outrage and instant reactions. In this environment, silence isn't just powerful, it's revolutionary. When you choose not to engage in the noise, you distinguish yourself. You become the person who doesn't waste energy on trivialities, who isn't swayed by public opinion, who doesn't feel the need to prove themselves. This isn't about withdrawing from the world. It's about engaging on your terms, not on theirs. When you're silent, you're listening, observing, and learning. And when you do speak, your words carry more weight, because people know you don't speak lightly. Section 4. Unpredictability, the key to control. If silence disarms, unpredictability confuses. Together, they create an aura of invincibility. But what does it mean to be unpredictable? Unpredictability isn't about being inconsistent or unreliable. It's about keeping people on their toes. It's about ensuring that no one can anticipate your next move, giving you the upper hand in any situation. Here's why unpredictability works so well. It forces others to overthink. When people can't predict your actions, they waste time and energy trying to figure you out. It commands attention. The unpredictable individual is always more interesting than the one who follows a routine. It protects your boundaries. When others don't know how you'll respond, they're less likely to push your limits. Section 5. Historical examples of silence and unpredictability. Some of the most influential figures in history have mastered the art of silence and unpredictability. Take Carl Jung, for instance. Known for his groundbreaking work in psychology, Jung often chose silence over confrontation. He allowed his critics to speak freely while he observed, only responding when he had a decisive point to make. His unpredictability in intellectual debates made him a formidable figure. Or consider Bruce Lee. While most martial artists focused on rigid forms, Lee broke the mold. He was silent in his movements, but his unpredictability in combat left opponents unable to anticipate his next strike. These figures didn't just excel in their fields, they created a lasting impact. Section 6. Actionable steps to harness silence and unpredictability. Let's make this practical. Here's how you can apply these principles in your life. Master the art of pausing. In conversations, take a moment before responding. This gives you time to think and conveys that you're not impulsive. Break your routine. Do something unexpected each week. Change your schedule, take a different route, or try a new approach to problem solving. Limit your responses. Not every comment deserves a reply. Choose your battles wisely. Embrace the unknown. Take calculated risks. Step outside your comfort zone to keep others, and yourself, on edge. Listen more than you speak. The less you say, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more powerful you become. Section 7. Building a long-term strategy. Mastering silence and unpredictability isn't an overnight transformation. It requires practice, patience, and self-awareness. Start small. Use silence in everyday interactions. Experiment with unpredictability in low-stakes situations. Over time, these skills will become second nature. You'll notice people treating you differently, with more respect, more caution, and more admiration. Section 8. Addressing critics and misinterpretations. There will always be those who misunderstand your silence, who mistake unpredictability for inconsistency. Let them. Their opinions don't define you. Silence isn't about avoidance. It's about choosing when to engage. Unpredictability isn't about chaos. It's about keeping others from gaining control over you. Remember, the most powerful moves are often the quietest ones. Conclusion. The cold truth. Here's the reality. The world doesn't reward the loudest voice or the most predictable plan. It rewards those who can adapt, who can observe, and who can act decisively when the moment calls for it. So the next time someone underestimates you, let them. Let your silence unsettle them. Let your unpredictability keep them guessing. And when the time is right, show them exactly who you are. If you found value in this, don't stop here. Check out my other videos on handling disrespect and understanding dark psychology. These tools will not only change the way you interact with others, they'll change the way you see yourself. Remember, the strongest weapon isn't always the loudest. Sometimes it's the quietest.